Hello, good morning students. Today I am explaining you the chapter 7 of your science book, that is the nutrition in plants. Children, in this chapter you will learn about all the living organisms, whether they are plant or animal, they need food. You will learn that why they need food, what is there in the food that gives them energy. So all the answer of these type of questions you will get through this chapter. So let us begin with the chapter nutrition in plants. Children, you know that all living organisms survive on food. That means we all need food to survive. But why? Because food gives us energy to perform several physical activities. Food is also responsible for the growth of our body. So, have you think what is there in the food which gives us energy? Yes, children, food the nutrients are present. Yes, you are right. In food nutrients are present. So what are the nutrients? Nutrients are the substances in the food that your body needs to function properly throughout the day. Nutrients are the substances which are found in the food. All food does not have the same amount of the nutrients. It differs in different kinds of food. So, what are the kinds of nutrient? Children, there are 6 kinds of nutrient: carbohydrate, proteins, fats, vitamins, minerals, and water. So these are all the nutrients which are found in the food which you eat. Children, have you heard in the at your childhood age your mother says, बेटा दूध ज़रूर पियो, दूध पीने से आपकी हड्डियाँ मजबूत होती हैं. Do you know why she says like that? Because milk has a calcium. In milk the calcium is in a good quantity and it makes your bone healthy. Even you have also heard कि egg खाया करो. Why? Because egg has a protein in a large amount. And one last thing, you are all always heard by your parents, बेटा रोटी ज़रूर खानी है, रोटी खाने से ताकत आएगी. Why? Because the wheat have a carbohydrates. So this kind of nutrient gives you energy. So all these you have heard in the earlier classes, but now we will study about the iron. Children, have you heard about the iron? Iron is also present in your body, but it is present in a very less quantity. So it is called as a micronutrient. So iron comes in the minerals, whereas vitamin also your body needed in a very less quantity. So all these two, vitamins and minerals, are called as a micronutrient. Minerals and most of the vitamins your body needs must be obtained from the food you eat, since your body cannot make them. So next is the macronutrient. What are those macronutrient under these the nutrient comes are carbohydrates, fats, and protein. So all these 3 nutrients are very much needed by your body. That is why they are called as a macronutrient. Now children will learn about the mode of nutrition. Children, there are 2 modes of nutrition. What do you mean? First of all, I'll tell you what do you mean by the mode of nutrition. Means the organ who can prepare their food by autotrophic means or by heterotrophic means. Autotrophs are those green plant which can prepare their own food. They can they need, they can prepare their own food. For this they need the raw material. So what are these raw materials? The raw materials are carbon dioxide, water, sunlight, chlorophyll. Children, as you know that water is available from the soil. As the root goes inside the soil and they absorb the water. And the carbon dioxide, it is present in the air. Next word is about the chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is a green substance that help in producing the reaction in producing the reaction in the plant to prepare the food. So these are the 5 things they required for the photosynthesis. I hope you all have understood. So this process is called as a photosynthesis. The equation of this photosynthesis is that carbon dioxide plus water in the presence of sunlight and in the presence of chlorophyll, the food is prepared, that is glucose, and with the glucose oxygen gas is also released. So these two things we are called as a product, and the carbon dioxide and water are the raw material. So next I'll explain you how the transpiration of food take place in the plants. Children, you have seen in this picture you will see the roots which are going in the soil. From these roots takes the water from the soil and absorb that water and transport to all part of the body. It transport to the leaves, and who prepare the food for the plant? The leaves are there which prepare the food for the plant. And in that case, light is considered as a ultimate source of energy. You know why light is called as an ultimate source of energy? Because all the process take place due to the presence of light. Without sunlight, the photosynthesis does not take place. So this is all about the photosynthesis. Now we'll talk about the heterotrophic nutrition. Heterotrophic nutrition is an organism that cannot synthesize its own food. They depend on others, on breaking down their complex organic substance for nutrition. Heterotrophic nutritions are of different kinds. There are 4 types of heterotrophic plants in which different type of heterotrophic nutritions are found. For example, parasitic plants, saprotrophic plants, insectivorous plants, and symbiotic plants. So let us first take the parasitic plant. The plants in the parasitic plant, the nutrition found is known as a parasitic nutrition. So what is parasitic nutrition? Children, there are some plants who cannot prepare their food. They depend on others, or you can say they take their food from other plants or other organism. The organism by which they are taking their obtaining the food, they are called as host. Example of parasitic plants are Cuscuta. Next is the saprophytic plant. Saprotrophs plant are those organisms which survive on dead and decay food. For example, have you seen any dead organisms like rat or bird? After a few days, when you see that you won't find you won't find them. Do you know? Do you think where they have gone? They doesn't not gone anyway. But what happened? Some organisms develops on them and feed them and finish them. So all those organisms, all those plants which feed on them are called as saprotrophs, and the kind of nutrition is called as saprotrophic nutrition. Children, this type of nutrition or this type of saprotrophic plants are, you can say, they are good for us. Do you know why they are good for us? Yes, because they clean our environment. How next is the point, how the saprophyte obtain the nutrition. Children, saprotrophs have some digestive juices. What they do, they